Good morning and welcome back to Star Citizen. We are going to check out the the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo today, IAE 2950, Day 6. We are looking at Drake Interplanetary. So we're just getting up in our apartment at the Aspire Grand at the moment. We've already got our Drake hat and our IAE shirt on. So we're going to go ahead and head down there. I will zip you guys on along with me, and we will do some more chatting once we're in the halls. Alright, and here we are. Let's go have a look at what Drake has for us today. Now, we already know pretty much what's on display here. There's nothing that's too new or unexpected, but still some things I'm looking forward to seeing. We have the Buccaneer, which is the Drake fairly heavily powered fighter. We have the Caterpillar. We have all three of the Cutlass variants, the black, the blue, and the red. We've also got the Dragonfly, and then we have the Herald. So here we are. Nothing in either of the side hallways today, but there will be a couple things downstairs that we'll have a look at in a bit. So as we come up to begin with, we have this kind of odd looking ship. This is the Herald. So this is a data collection ship, in the kind of vein of a smaller one-person version of the Mercury Star Runner. So up here we have a pilot seat. It's all very kind of almost industrial basic, which is a bit of a hallmark of Drake. It almost looks unfinished a lot of the time. Alright, so there we go. Fairly basic. Fairly good visibility. All directions except for straight down, which is good. And then back in the back, we actually have a scanning station and some servers. We have a weapon rack there. Servers. Not many amenities. If you notice, there's not even a door on the toilet unit, which is all the evidence you need. This is meant to be a one-person ship. Then we have a single bed. Again, one person. Sinks out here. So yeah, the idea being that you fly the ship to wherever you're going, you pick a spot, you park up, and then that same person gets out and scans. Now I suppose you could have someone scanning with you while you're piloting, but there's only space back here for one of you, and that's just not going to be a good time with two of you in here. So yeah, this is really a solo ship, whereas if you want to do scanning with multiple people, I'd recommend the MSR. Alright, down we go. And we'll head across the way here. And just over here we have the Buccaneer. Now this is a light fighter, but it's a light fighter that really packs a punch. So you notice gun, missiles, guns, lots of guns, and really big engines. It's supposed to be a nasty piece of work, and to be honest, I am looking forward to testing it out. There we go. That same kind of almost unfinished Drake style. I do like the attention to detail with the barcodes and the notices. Again, very good visibility. Drake seems to be very good at that, although there are some struts and things blocking bits and pieces here and there. Overall, except for looking straight downwards, the view is good. Now then, we'll head around this way next, and here we have the 3 cutlasses to begin with. So we have the blue, which is kind of a police / bounty hunter variant. This one has all the red and blue lights that flash. It has missiles, a more aggressive engine, and it has holding cells, which is quite interesting. Apologies there. My throat's not wanting to cooperate with me. We'll make our way around here. And yeah, all 3 of these are basically the exact same chassis that you will have already seen if you've seen my video on the Cutlass Black. The difference being kind of what the space is used for internally. So yeah, these are your holding cells. Which I'm not exactly sure how functional they are just at this time. But I'm sure that will be a very useful feature to have once bounty hunting is properly implemented. Here we have an airlock. Ooh, it's not cooperating. Yeah, I'm not jumping out there then. Over on this side, we have another uncooperative airlock. And then we have habitation through here, which, to be honest, looks very much like the standard Cutlass Black. And the cockpit design is exactly the same. Someone's left a bottle of water on the floor. Here's to persistence and all that. Once we get full persistence and iCache, I just want to know how much the profession is going to be worth for having players come through and clean all the bottles and wrappers out of your ship. Because we know it's going to happen, and we know players are not going to want to clean it up themselves. Either that, or we just need the ability to throw them all in the back of the cargo bay and then just go into space and vent the bay. So here we have the Cutlass Black. This one's got lots of cargo space in the back. And then up front here we have the sleeping compartment and the cockpit. There you go. And then lastly, of the Cutlasses, we will hop over and check out the Cutlass Red. So whereas the blue was a police vehicle, the red is actually a ambulance. You can see it's even got the big rescue badging along the sides of it. So it gives up some guns and such, but it adds a medical bay. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's all set up. Alright, here we go. So you can see again we've got the airlocks instead of just the side doors of the Black. And again, those are very aggressive airlocks. I'm not going out there. And then yeah, you have 2 medical beds. So you can actually lay down in these beds. And I believe there's actually an option either in the bed or on the panel at the side of it to basically set yourself to arrive back at this bed if you're incapacitated. and that may not be working on the display model, but yeah, so definitely if you're going into a dangerous area, you could bring this along, hop in that, and if you do experience the worst, you'll come right back out here. The only ships I know of so far that have that is the Carrack and the Red. I'm sure that others will at some point. And finally, we have my pick of the day. The first time I saw one of these, whenever I was riding around in my original Freelancer, I was just blown away by the size of it. This is the Drake Caterpillar. So this is kind of the biggest hauling trade vessel that we have in the game so far. I say so far because there are much bigger ones planned, but they're not with us yet. So, catch the ramp up. Alright. Habitations through here. So you've got a stove, sink, a table, some TVs, you've got some beds. Module access, this is these are your storage modules. And I do believe there are doors on both sides, not just the one. Yeah. And there are also walkways, because if you have cargo in the ship and these are full, it's actually going to be much easier to walk through your cargo up here than it is down there. Airlocks between each pod. I believe there's actually plans for these pods to be able to be separated from the main ship at some point. I don't know how that's going to end up functioning, but I have heard that it is happening sometime. So there you have it. All of those cargo pods there are identical. And then we get up to the front, and we have that pod there. There we go. Oh, I like the way that draws in, actually. And I don't know what the atmosphere button does. I'm assuming it has something to do with breathing up here. And then we have the upper turret. There's also a lower turret towards the back. So you've got two turrets. You've got a pilot station and a co-pilot, which we have not seen yet. So what we'll do is we will head back this way through the pods, and someone will start buzzing me. Hopefully they stop. So now we are on the upper level. Remember, we came in down there on the lower level. So on the upper level, on one side here, we are going to have this nice big room with a view. And at the moment, this room does not do anything, but as you can see there, this is going to be the tractor beam controls. So eventually this will be where you can grab things in a tractor beam and actually move them into your ship, which will be very nice. And then across the way, we will actually have the bridge. Command access. So back here we actually have two auxiliary stations, and then up here we have a pilot and a co-pilot. So you've actually got 6 seats on this thing. Not that I necessarily think you need all of those, but hey, if you wanted to have them, you can have them. server access back here. So I'm not sure what the servers are going to be used for on this ship, if it's going to be able to carry data as well as cargo at some point, or if those are going to be more for like AI blades for the guns. I don't know. And then we have engineering and jump drive stuff back this way. So it's quite a spacious ship. And I like it very much. I've just picked one up today, and I am looking forward to running some cargo with it and trying it out. So that's the lower turret. And then we'll make our way back through here to the elevator. And here's where we can then, well, assuming we can find the button, there we go, we can head on back down and out. So there's your whirlwind tour of Drake's current lineup. What we're going to do now is we're going to head downstairs. I believe that's going to be where we're going to find the dragonflies. And we'll also have a look and see if the hologram room is open and see what's in there. We'll get our jog on a little bit. Now, because I have had a couple of people ask it, if you listen, and the reason why I don't run all the time is if you listen, you can actually hear my character starting to get winded. And eventually that will get worse, and eventually you will take damage from that. So here we go, the dragonfly. So this has a dual conversion, so it's a ground and a space vehicle, and it even has a second seat for a passenger. Although why you would want to be in space with a passenger on a motorcycle, I really don't know. Okay, that's just more of the same. There aren't any variants that I'm aware of that one. Just have a quick peek over here on this side, and yeah, that's just a seating area today. And then we will head into the display hall and see what we've got in store for us there. I'm expecting to see at least one of the Hull series in here, because I know that they're pretty much finished for Squadron 42, and we should be getting them sometime next year. So here we have the Corsair, which is a exploration vessel. Kind of a oddly asymmetric design. I do notice that a lot of Drake's ships, the Caterpillar certainly has that. The Cutlass is not so much. But Drake does seem to have a thing for asymmetricals. A lot of their concept drawings, I've noticed that as well. Alright, next thing here. Alright, now this ship, I have to admit, the Vulture, I have a little bit of a problem with this one. So this is a Drake salvage ship. And I love the look of it, I have to admit that. I think it's a great looking ship, but I also thought this was a great looking ship when EVE Online called it the Venture, and it was a mining vessel. Now I know I love this game, I'm not putting anything down about it, but people have talked about the Nomad being a rip-off of a ship in Elite Dangerous. I don't play that one. I've looked at a few screenshots and I can definitely see where they're getting it from. But this one here is such a unique design, and they've changed it so little that it does annoy me a bit. And I will put a picture of the Venture on screen for you as well while we're having a look at this one, so that you can actually get a look at the two of them together and realize what I'm talking about. Because they've hardly changed anything. So yeah, that's the Vulture, which I'm sure once it comes out I will slip up and call the Venture, because I used to love my Venture. Okay, and then here we do not have a whole series. We have the Kraken. Okay, I was not expecting to see this one today. The Kraken is an aircraft carrier. It's a ship carrier. So it is a warship to hold fighters. And I really like that. I would love the idea of flying an aircraft carrier full of fighters into battle and then just being the captain of the ship, providing support to them. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. Alright, so what have we learned today? Drake has a lot of really cool ships. I like Drake's ships. The face camera is not working all of a sudden. It was definitely working. There it goes. It's working kind of. Yeah, this still needs some work, I'm sure. It's not 100% yet. But yeah, I really like Drake. The Cutlass is one of my daily flyers. I adore it. I love it. I throw a rock in it and I go mining on planets. I run, CS3, CS4 combat missions in it and have a great time. If I'm feeling like I want to run some high price, low volume cargo, I'll use the Black for that. The Black is a really good all-around ship. I have a feeling that some of its uses the MSR will replace, some of its uses the Caterpillar will replace, but on a whole, it's still going to be my rock carrier. It's still going to be a ship that I just really enjoy flying. It's not quite a fighter, but it's more nimble than most of your transports, so I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to flying the Caterpillar. I'm looking forward to checking out the Buccaneer. And until then, I'm looking forward to the alien manufacturers tomorrow. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit a like. I am trying to grow the channel again after a long break, so I would really appreciate that if you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. I'm uploading daily during the event. After the event, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 times a week. I'll continue doing various types of content, combat tests of ships. I'll get into some trade videos. I'll get into some mining videos. I've been making decent money mining since starting the game. I'm only about a month in myself. Also, if you have any questions, please put those below in the comments. I don't know everything, far from it, but what I do know is that if you have a question, I will try to find the answer for you. I'm still learning the game myself, so it's a great time to explore things, and you asking me things you don't know is a great way to make me realize things I haven't even thought to ask yet. Someone's at my door, but someone else will take care of that, so many apologies. So until tomorrow, have a great time in the verse, enjoy yourself, enjoy the expo, and I will see you next time.